All right.
Want to take photo, video?
All right. 2, 3. Woo! Just put this one. Yeah, that's it.
And
Oh, the mirrors.
The
Yeah.
steering wheel and the
Yes.
seats.
Okay.
That the mirror there is the only one that works manually.
Okay. This one manual.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So then electric windows, one touch electric windows. This is for the mirrors to adjust,
Yeah.
and then you got your child locking at the back.
Back. Okay.
All right. So that's you got the Meridian surround sound, which is nice because this is the upgraded sound system. So good quality sound. And listen to some good music on the way out, and you'll be a happy man. This side here, so you'll see that this is the wipers.
Okay.
So of course the same as Discovery 4, one down, one up is on auto.
Okay.
This
One
is-
episode auto. Okay. Yeah.
And then this is the speed the rear wiper,
Yeah.
and then this is the speed intermittency of the wiper.
Then the back
And
or the front.
yeah.
Okay.
So how quickly it must wipe
Okay.
in between intervals.
Okay.
Right, and then you got on this side the flickers and also the lights.
Okay.
It's on auto now. Rear dim
This is
mist,
not auto.
yeah. You won't. The only way to sort of see that is start up the vehicle.
Yeah.
You'll see now.
Okay.
So start it up there. Of course, we fill the tank as well,
Thank you.
and then you'll see. But at night mostly. You'll see it will come on automatically.
How
It's hard
does
to
it-
explain that now because there's nothing coming on.
It doesn't indicate anywhere.
No. So
Okay.
maybe I think it is while you're driving, that green light that you saw there for a split second.
Yeah.
Oh, come in. There it is. Sorry.
Okay. I saw it on the
Auto,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Auto.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Oh, that
Yeah.
indicates. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, and then the rear demister for the back. Alright. And then if you take okay, so like I said, the brights and everything is just flashing it all forward.
Okay.
Right. And then with regards to the speed limiter,
Yeah.
so over here, so it's a limit to your speed.
Okay.
Can't
So
go
if I
over.
press it and then the limit to maybe 120, then I can't go over it.
Correct.
Yeah. But then how do you
Cancel it?
Cancel it.
Pressing there,
Oh,
or you
CA and
accelerate
cancel. Okay. Yeah.
very abruptly. You have to really just put your foot down.
Okay. Then it's
And it
okay.
will
Break
allow-
it. Okay.
And then adaptive cruise control.
Yeah.
It's something maybe new now to you with regards to
Yeah.
how to use it. So when you're on the highway,
Yeah.
you can set it on the speed
Yeah.
that you want to be traveling,
Yeah.
and then you choose the distance that you want to keep from the car in front of you.
When you say this is a short distance or is it a longer distance?
So shorter distance.
Following distance.
So, yeah, following distance. So
Okay.
I think it's in increments of 50 meters
Yeah.
per block. You'll see that when you put the adaptive cruise control, there will be blocks,
Okay.
and then you can decide what sort of distance you want to keep. It's
Okay.
best to, in traffic, most probably not to use it. I would
Okay.
recommend.
Rather on a
Just,
highway. You
yeah,
do it
just
maybe on a
seen
highway.
instances where I unfortunately drove and there was a gap between two cars, and as I wasn't a Land Rover, of course, it was some other manufacturer.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But I took the gap. It's in one traffic, and then skipping.
Yeah.
And this one's your onboard computer over here.
Onboard computer. Okay.
So you
Okay.
see here,
To change the display.
yeah, you can change the display.
Yeah.
All right. And then, well, I don't know if you want to change it to maps for now. I left it there.
Okay.
So
All right.
it's map.
Okay.
Right, and then if we look at a vehicle, show warnings. It's of course if there's any warnings on the vehicle, like
Right.
open doors and
Yes.
everything.
Okay.
Passenger airbag you can switch off. Audio source is your music, and then you got the radio station list that you can see there. Trip bank is your trip meter A
Right.
and B,
Right.
which you can access there. I'll show
What's A and B?
So A can be sort of you trip down to Durban,
Okay.
and then B will be your trip down to Durban and back,
Okay.
and you can set it. So if you want to sort of see the fuel consumption
Yeah.
going there and back,
Yeah.
leave it B running. Trip A is just giving you basically sort of more than one option to record
Okay.
trips that
Okay.
you travel.
All right.
Okay. Right, so that's with regards to that. And then content is basically just to tell you the trip distance.
Yeah.
But I'll show you, this is all basically on the store course here.
Okay.
Alright, then we're back over there.
Right.
Okay, so with regards to that, let's quickly just recap. So it's just pressing the button here, and then you can scroll through
Left, right.
the
Okay.
other way or down.
Okay.
Okay. The rest of that is of course your rev counter. That's also now showing the lights is on at
Yeah.
the moment.
Yeah.
That's the temperature of the engine, the tank, distance,
Yeah.
and then down at the bottom here, if you press that, you get the date, get the trip meter, so you can reset that one day.
Well, what are you doing now? Oh, press that. Oh, yes, I know. The same with Disco. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at least they kept a couple of things the same.
Yeah, it's familiar in that sense.
Liters
Okay.
per 100 kilometers. And then your
Okay.
distance there, yeah. So
Okay.
it's over there.
Yeah.
And then with regards to the paddle shifts,
Yes.
and I'll show you now, this paddle shifts you can use only in sport, I would recommend.
I don't really use. Sometimes I just touch it by error.
Yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes when I'm driving, just touch it by error.
See,
And
what
then
they've done
afterwards,
now-
I just change it back to automatic. You know.
You know how to do it all the
Yeah,
time.
just hold it and
It's a Discovery owner that knows that. So with regards to this, similar, but now you can set it that it will only work in sport.
Okay.
So you'll be driving when you drive, and you can touch it, one change it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think you see a lot of things they improve from the previous model, just the improvement of
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
then most importantly, let's go through maybe a couple of features in there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to need to jump in that side. You got your phone, you got your, of course, the what it's going to be the signal on the car and everything like that.
Signal. Okay.
But I'll show you now. And then you got your park sensors over there.
Oh. Okay.
So
Yeah.
your cameras. I mean, so here you can see now right around the vehicle
Right. Okay.
there as well. And then you can also go to different angles here. See
Okay.
over there. You can see there. Okay, now I'm going back. Let's go back outside. Over there. There we go. So that's just to sort of show you around the car.
What's around the car? Okay.
Yeah. And then same on this side with regards to
If
what
you,
you can
so essentially, if
move
you
around.
want to view from this angle and that,
You
angle,
can
okay.
just sort of shortcut go there or go.
Oh, so that shows
there.
the back.
Yeah,
Okay. Now,
Right.
now this is clear.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll see, of course, now we're inside the building, but when you're outside, it will be a lot better as well.
Yeah.
But here you can see now is the front, okay, and the
Off-road.
side. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
off-road
so
mode.
off-road. Okay. Right.
And then on this side is your
Towing.
towing.
Uh huh.
So to see the tow bar. Because
Okay.
when you reverse, you want to,
Oh, the camera
sort
is
of-
showing the 3 different modes. Okay.
yeah, at the bottom here.
Yeah.
But you'll see that everything that I'm operating now has got a drop-down screen at the bottom.
All right.
Okay. So that's your volume for the park sensors. Always keep that on, I would recommend. And then you
Yeah.
can always also,
For towing.
you can stow it. You can measure the load. You can do a bulb check. All of those type of things also on the vehicle. All right. So that's with regards to camera. But this is the most important button here, and this one over there, and this one here. Those are the
Okay.
3 most important ones.
So if I forget everything else, just remember these 3.
Those 3. Because there's the brightness,
Yeah.
there's the screen off, auto theme.
Yeah.
So you can, I would recommend to always leave it dark, because the
okay.
white is a little bit annoying.
Okay.
This is the quick startup, and then your home screen, you can edit the layout
Yeah.
the way you want it.
Okay.
But that I would maybe say is class number 2. That will be your second follow-up
Okay.
class.
Okay.
And then your treble. Okay,
Okay. So that's for the sound.
yeah. So you
Okay.
can listen to stereo or Meridian. That's of course the sound system that
Which
we
one
have.
is better?
Our Meridian.
Your Meridian.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can change it the way you want to. You
Yeah.
can move the music around
Okay.
like you want to.
Yeah.
All of those type of things.
Right.
And then if you look at all,
Yeah.
so the vehicle
Okay.
for
Yeah.
the first 3 years of the vehicle
Yes. Yeah.
has got its own SIM card inside.
Mhm.
That SIM card is for traffic updates and everything like that.
Okay.
But after the 3 years, which most probably will be by, what's it, 21,
June.
by next year,
Mm.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you'll need to maybe just make contact with me, then I can put
Yeah.
you in contact with Land Rover.
Okay.
Because if you want to extend it, you don't need to, because the car can still operate in navigation
Right.
without.
Yeah, I do see that in traffic it shows me where there's traffic or
Yes.
like so it's yes.
So I don't know if you experienced it the last time you drove it, but yes. So I'm just switching that all on
Okay.
now.
Mobile
Why
data.
you would have Wi-Fi,
Mhm.
okay, is to I'm just gonna have to reset that what I put on my computer. It gives
Yeah.
me an hour to do that, and I
Yeah.
think I've surpassed that
Connect
because
between
I
external-
just have to hold this in to activate that app.
Okay.
Right, I'll do it now.
Yeah.
Then you got your Wi-Fi, of course. That's with regards to connecting to external devices.
Okay.
Why you want to do that? Because software updates.
Okay.
You can connect it to your house.
So I can connect to the house Wi-Fi
Yeah.
and then can update.
And if there's the software update, then
Oh.
okay. So
Okay.
last installed
So-
software update was the 5th of October. So but it will tell you if it
okay.
needs an update.
So if I get home, then I can set up Wi-Fi and then to connect to my house
Yeah,
Wi-Fi.
correct.
Okay.
But only when it needs an update,
Yeah.
then you can update it.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So there's no update at the moment.
Mhm.
So you can see under notifications,
Yeah.
manage notifications,
Mhm.
connectivity, okay, allow
Okay.
notifications is on. So it will let
Okay.
you know.
可以看电视吗？
Software will definitely in due course, because you can see when the last one was done is
Yeah.
5th of October.
Okay.
All right. So back to connectivity.
So can you watch the like a video? Or?
No, unfortunately
For
not.
safety. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
The only reason for that is we've trial and tested it before in our previous models, where you could watch the screen and I would watch a movie on the same screen. But there was just sort of that was conflicting with the safety of the car. So,
Okay.
all right, so that's the Wi-Fi. The wireless is of course your phone. We're going to connect now.
Yeah,
You've got an
okay.
Apple phone, eh?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, great.
So.
All right, and then the vehicle, but I'll show you now
Okay.
shortly. Service intervals
Yeah.
shows you here as well.
Okay. Okay. Nice. So we can see. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so 437 is it that much? Yeah,
More
yeah,
than
yeah.
More
yeah,
than
yeah.
a
One a
year.
year.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is because
Or
I remember it was
13,000.
in June.
Mm.
So yeah,
But it says or 13,000.
yeah, whichever one comes first.
But on that paper you show me is 6.
68.
Oh, it's
68.
Yeah.
55 plus
68,000.
13,000. Yeah.
Yeah, should calculate to
Yeah.
what
About
I-
68,000.
Oh, so-
Every 34,000. So now the next one is about 68,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this
so
is
you can
just
see my hands
13,000
already
to
moving.
68. Yes, yeah, that's right. It's 55,000.
So if we look at basically your driver assistance, so this is quite nice. Is your cruise control,
Yeah.
so you can adjust it here as well.
Okay. So either here or here.
Yeah.
So
I
when you
put
say
it-
far, is I mean if it's far, then you already start to brake.
yeah,
But then when it's normal, then it will be.
Yeah.
When it's close, only when it's close, then it will start to brake.
correct. Well, I'm going to
Okay.
leave it on normal now, so you
Mhm.
can first test it out
Yeah.
and sort of get a feel of it.
Okay.
But
No, I
parking,
did use this feature on the test drive
Oh, did you?
last time. Yeah, and yeah, I felt, and but it was I would say safe. You know, like because keeping such a long distance.
Oh, so you liked it like that, actually.
No, that's
Okay,
fine.
okay.
Let's see. Yeah.
All right, so automatic parking aid is quite nice because
Uh-huh.
what will happen is if you're in your parking and you reverse out and there might be pedestrians and everything,
Okay.
the car will brake itself.
Okay.
Okay. Just to make you aware of it, don't be like shocked if you reverse and you suddenly
Yeah.
it just brakes.
Yeah. There's something around.
Then there's So every time that happens, I
Okay.
think I drove into something.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's a nice safety
Okay.
feature.
Right.
And then so you can see where I got that. You can visual and automatic braking is
Okay.
on. And then collision avoidance, emergency braking is on.
Mm.
Emergency lane keeping is on. So when you start driving, but you will see that this light, if it's
What's
green,
this? Yeah.
then it means the lane keeping is
So
on.
it's keeping me in the same lane on the
Yes.
highway.
Correct.
So it wouldn't go to the next on the right.
Yeah.
But then what about if I indicate and then change the lane?
Then you can then it will allow you because of
Okay.
the indicator.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Because
it's
it knows that you want to change
but then
lane.
if I change lane, would it break this lane keeping?
No.
Okay. So it still keep that
Yeah.
then afterwards in that lane.
Yes.
Okay.
So it will be quite interesting if you have that on and the adaptive cruise control.
Mm.
We're getting to the point of autonomous driving. So
Yeah. Okay. Sometimes you're not sure what's going to happen. Eh?
yeah, no, I don't know.
Driver condition monitor. Does it have?
Yeah, so it will
Okay.
alert you that you're tired.
How does
Because
it tell me? Say,
Because
Kevin, you're
be,
tired.
You're going to be wearing
Yeah.
over the road.
Okay, that happens a lot.
So it's going to be like have a break and have a
Okay.
coffee. So
Yeah.
just with regards to that, just to keep that
Well,
in
what
mind.
kind of a noise or does it come up with a
No,
warning?
it will be like a warning on
Oh,
the
okay,
on the
all
screen,
right.
on
Okay.
the screen in front of you.
All right.
Okay. Then if we look at safety and security, last alarm triggered, we'll
Yeah.
show you there.
Yeah.
Alarm sensors, of course,
Okay.
that's if you don't want the sensors to be on inside the car, if you've got kids or dogs or anything inside,
Yeah.
then you can switch it off here.
Mm.
Audible locking, so if you lock it twice, it will make a beeping sound.
Okay.
Two-stage unlocking, I left it on because
Yeah.
what's nice is that when you
By myself, and I
Yeah.
just want to get in the car,
One-
then
one
the
door.
others are
Yeah.
locked. Okay.
driveway locking, so lowest speed is 8 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Okay.
then if where am I going now?
So that's pretty fast because like in my complex, I can drive up to like 20k. So then at 8k, then it's locked.
Then it's gonna lock, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it now. I was at Cedar Lakes the other day, and only after I've been driving around looking for the customer's house,
Yeah.
the customer told me while I was driving with him that there's cameras. I was like,
Okay.
that's nice, like
Yeah.
speeding cameras.
Oh, okay.
So I was a little bit shocked because he also told me 20 kilometers an hour. I'm
Yeah.
like, 20.
Yeah.
I'm like, sir, I've been most probably driving around here 30 kilometers an hour. So I'm
Yeah.
like stressed about
Okay.
that. So adaptive driving
Yeah.
beam. So automatically when you go down the dark road,
Mm.
the brights will come on.
Oh, okay.
So when it's sort of the street lights are there, then of course it won't come on.
Mm.
But doing a long distance drive, dark road, brights.
Yeah.
Car coming, dims itself.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
30 seconds home light. So when you get home, it will be on for 30 seconds.
Mm.
And then driving on the left, of course, as the driving side.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So that's exterior convenience. The windows, global open close means that when you outside the car and you want to close the door windows, click the close button, closes all the windows, and the open button to open all the windows from a distance. But yeah, you have
Which
to be
one?
outside. the car.
Outside.
Yeah.
So which one do I press?
So that will be opening the windows.
Mm-hmm.
If you hold it in,
Hold.
yeah,
Okay.
closing the windows.
Hold.
Yeah,
Okay.
boots,
Mm-hmm.
of course, and lights,
Mm-hmm.
and then
When you say
pressing
light,
this.
what does it mean? lights
So
and
just
then
to
they
switch
do
on the
switch on.
headlights. Yeah,
So they say, for example, in the parking lot, I don't know where my car is. I can just
press
put
that.
this,
Yeah,
and then I can see maybe the light goes up. and I
Correct.
know, okay, it's there.
100%.
Okay. And this
and
one?
then that's if you press it in 5 times, the alarm of the car goes off. And the only reason
Yeah.
you have that is to make sure that you know, if
5
something
times.
looks obscure,
Yeah.
looks out of place,
Mm.
you know, you're walking to your car but there's like 5 guys standing there,
Yeah.
you know, press it 5 times, the alarm
Yeah.
goes off,
Yeah.
and don't like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
and then, but
bringing
then
attention.
afterwards, then how do you disable it?
Pressing it 5 times again.
Again. Oh, okay. All right. So
Yeah.
that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course inside here is the key and everything. You'll find
Yes.
that pressing it over there releases it.
Yes.
But if
okay.
you want to go in here,
Mhm.
I would not recommend it because it's got clips here
Yeah.
and you don't want to sort of break the clips. I
Okay.
would, for the first time, maybe just come through to us and get the battery sorted for that.
Okay.
There is some, of course, on YouTube ways to do it,
Yeah.
but yeah, just to make sure you don't break those clips.
Okay.
Okay. Automatic roof lining. So it means that. No, well, not open like that. That's just the roof side. So if you have the roof open,
Mhm.
sorry, I'm just. No, not the wrong one. You have it like this
Yeah.
while you're driving.
Mm.
When you stop and you switch off, it will close.
Okay.
When you climb in and you start the car, it will open.
Okay.
Okay. So that's over there.
Mm.
If you don't like that, we can switch it off.
So when normally when I get into the car, is it closed or is it open?
It will be closed.
Closed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once I start the car, it
It
will
will-
open.
It will go to the last position.
Is it? Oh, the last position.
Yeah.
So remember, it's the last position. Okay.
So we can leave it on because if
Yeah.
you park it and it's closed, then it's
Yeah.
going to be staying closed.
Okay. I can remember the last position.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right, and then with the mirrors,
Mm.
there's auto dip.
Mm.
So it dips itself.
So you can see. Okay.
Down.
Okay. Right.
You want to leave it like that?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Vehicle access.
Mm.
If you park,
Yeah.
then you will see it will drop.
Yes. Yes.
So we
Yeah.
leave that on.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. And then the wipers,
Mm.
rain sensing wipers,
Mm.
that is on.
Yeah.
Winter park or
Yeah.
wiper park means that
Yeah.
when you put it on and you
Yeah.
switch off, then it will stop halfway.
Mm.
Only reason for that is to lift
Yeah.
the wipers, because you can't lift it down there. If you lift it down there, it will scratch the bonnet.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Okay. So
it's
just keep that in
getting-
mind.
It's adjusting.
Yeah, it's quite starting to freeze. So I was like
Yeah.
feeling comfortable in my blazer. Do you wanna? Can I borrow you a?
No, that's yeah. We're
Right,
just-
so that's the wipers, and then so this the paddle shift only in sport.
Okay.
And how do you get to sport? You have
Yeah.
to press it in drive and again down, then it goes to sport.
Hold on. You say?
So if you put your foot on the brake,
Mm-hmm.
you got it on the brake,
Mm-hmm.
drive,
Okay. Again. Oh, then goes to sport.
yeah,
Okay. That's part. Okay.
Mm.
All right.
very
Yeah.
nice and easy to use,
So sport only. I think
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah, sport only. Yes. Okay.
because then you
Yeah.
don't have that problem
Yeah.
of
Sometimes just touch
you
my
know,
head by
revving
mistake,
up
yeah.
and you don't know what's
Yeah,
you're not going
okay.
anywhere, but
All right.
you know what's happening there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so cabin lighting, you can see here with regards to the lighting inside, you can adjust it accordingly.
Hmm?
Okay,
Does it have different color?
yeah,
Cabin
all
lighting.
those
where?
colors. So it's blue at the
Where
moment,
is that?
but you'll see it at night.
Oh, okay.
You'll definitely see it at night.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
so I'm gonna leave it there. Then you can
Mm.
choose, but you can choose. I just think red is a little bit
Okay.
aggressive.
Yeah, that's fine. You just leave it like that.
Okay. All right,
Uh-huh.
the went out here. Okay, and then
So this is like a go back, and this is like a
Yes.
close. Okay.
because
Yeah.
it's